Hi Keisha, I'd like to make a response video to you as well as having this kind of include everyone that has or is or will follow me because I don't make that very many response videos or videos of this nature because they tend to be out of just my regular type of positive, more fun, upbeat kind of things that I like to make. So thank you for making that video. It sounds like you genuinely do care and are trying to lead me on this path of what you're thinking would be good for me. That is a different perspective that I've never heard from anyone else before. So I do want to thank you. But with that being said, I can understand that you are upset with me, and towards the end of your video you still think I'm delusional. So I'm over here trying to think of like, okay, so it's like you want something good to come out of this, but at the same time you don't like it. And I will have to admit, what seems a little confusing is you seem to state that blood quantum does not matter, but yet it does. And for everyone else, and this is where it gets really muddied in those waters and confusing, because so many people say that all of these different things matter and they don't matter, and everyone is changing their minds all the time and bringing all these different angles and thoughts and opinions and these, I guess, rebuttals, these comebacks, these fights, these arguments, these what have you. So it's like at the end of the day, as long as anyone, as long as I am honoring, am giving praise, adoration, love, anything that's positive, right, in the right senses, even though I do it differently, I think that's what matters. Yes, ever since day one, or let me back up, I should say, I feel like I have been celebrating Native American culture ever since I was a little girl. I've been doing this my whole life. And as you can see, I still have my collections of Native American themes. Yes, when I'm thinking of, okay, going back to my childhood, we always celebrated Thanksgiving, right? Yes, I understand that everyone has a different opinion or belief that the first Thanksgiving was actually this crime, this war crime, right? Or it was actually a beautiful celebration of unity and friendship between the Pilgrims and Native Americans, way back when. So depending on who you talk to, you're gonna hear some different things. It's unfortunate that we all cannot agree, but ever since then, and the rendezvous that I've made a video of years ago, and the movie, yes, The Last of the Mohicans, and the clothes that I have put together, even though unfortunately they aren't the real thing. Yes, I do have a preference for old, like in these, as you will see replicated here, the older style of regalia, like the buckskin clothes, the more plain, simple, traditional, from older historic times. Everyone has a different idea of like what we should look like, or what we do, and throughout generations we change things up, and some people love the here and now, some love the older. That is all great. And I guess I want to say that with making this video, there are times where I wonder, like, why am I still celebrating Native American culture? Unfortunately, I cannot talk to my deceased papa and about anything of this nature, because he collected Native American relics, and he was the one that took my older brothers to these rendezvous, and I wasn't made to feel as special and a part of a lot of things like my older brothers were. I come from a big family of 9 kids. Larger families can probably relate to this. So it's like there's a lot that I'm missing now that I really need and that I really want. And I have done a lot of research, but at the same time, I'm now at this place where I have stopped. So I'm kind of on this oblivion is bliss, perhaps, because I've been told my whole life that I am Native American. I did the DNA Ancestry.com test results. It says I'm not Native American. When I say it gets confusing and complicated, it really does, because some say that Native Americans don't go off a blood quantum, and then some say that they do. So when you have everyone from every ethnicity, nationality, background, the human race saying one thing and then another and then another and another, at the end of the day, it's like we all just can't agree, unfortunately. So, and what I'm also really hoping is for my son, is when he grows up, if he wants to carry on these traditions of Native American love and celebration like I do, I want that for him. As long as he's doing it in the right ways, even though it still may be different from all of you guys, that's okay. Um, and yes, there are times where I think maybe I should just destroy all of this, just get rid of it, because I've never received anything but hate on this app. And even from my own family or the very few friends or whatever, there's a lot of people that they don't care, they don't agree with me either. And I feel like the only person really would be my deceased papa. And it just hurts not being able to, yeah, to go over any of this at all. It means more to me now, and it has in the I've never, like, this collection has literally started in the past few years, and I've never really gotten as deep in, I think, loving and appreciative in the ways that I do it, that I know that you all don't like, as I have in the more past and more recent years. My husband, he does have a different perspective. Like, I think he's more realistic in realizing like how mean and cruel the Native community on TikTok has been towards me. And he maybe just sees a little bit of a different perspective more than I do, and I'm over here, like, we have our conversations and talks about so many things in life, and I love that, for my husband and I, and as all of you do as well. And something else I think that's interesting to note is these other communities, especially the Native community, Native American community, is that you seem to want to be very exclusive, yet you expect all of us, more of us white people, to be very inclusive. So again, it's like you guys have these double standards and hypocrisy that it's like, wait, if you're expecting this, you have to show it back. You can't have it your way and not our way. There has to be these middle grounds, So I don't know. And then there's other times, here's another thought. I'm like, okay, so what if we were to have one spokesperson, one leader from literally every ethnic group, every community, to somehow come together and decide, sorry, excuse me, what is the goal? Like, where are we at today in 2024 and moving forward? Because we keep hearing the Native American community, you all want Turtle Island back, so where's the rest of it supposed to go? What about the ones that say me? What if I'm 2% Native American? We don't know for sure. Okay, I get that. I'm sorry for myself. I'm sorry for you. Like, are you gonna ship the rest of us to Germany, to Russia, to all of our countries? Like how you're holding us all responsible for all of these generations ago that we're not responsible for. I am truly sorry for the trauma and the pain that the Native American community is still dealing with now. But at some point, don't you want to be able to heal and say that, look where we've come from, but we're not there anymore? For example, with my first husband, I'm not in that. It took me 4 years truly to heal from everything that happened. Yes, there's a time, like, I'll still bring up stuff about him, but I don't live there anymore, and I don't make it my aim and goal 24/7 to live in that pain and trauma. There comes a point where you have to say we have to move on, and it's time to celebrate, and it's time to work with what we have now. We're not living back there all the time, okay? So I just wanted to make that very clear, that, like, there has to be this point where we can agree. Somehow we all have to come to agreement on something, right? So anyway, I know this is a long drawn, I didn't mean for it to be this long, I'm so sorry. But I just wanted to say that there's times where I'm like, I'm not sure why I'm doing it anymore, but at the same time, I'm like, this is who I am, and this is part of me, and I guess I truly don't know what the future holds, but I just want to make a response video and just add this to my playlist of Native American culture. And for whatever it's worth, please be respectful. Please be nice in the comments. I'm trying to do that for all of you as well. I'm just trying to, you know, treat others the way that I want to be treated. And if you all want to have a Lady Bedazzle handy kit of this is how you're supposed to be, tag me in it and show me. Just be nice about it. So, all right. Thank you guys for your time. Okay, much love.